Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Love gonna air this out to start. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Going run again with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
McCarthy starting off with a throw. Catch made, and he got the end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He throws a bullet to this. It's complete. Oh my, they left it wide open downfield. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the option, it's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down, here's Love. Escapes the pocket. He connects downfield on 4. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Love from the gun. He's on the move. That one's complete right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing, Love. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face second down. They stick with Jacobs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Reek Woolen. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Love on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Thrown on first down, Love. Forced out to his... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. They've got a man in motion. Third and long for him here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. New York now on for the field goal. This one from an even 40 yards out. Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first and 10, here's Love. He's got a man left. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Packers pushing for points. Here's first and 10 from the 34. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love looking to pass. Complete out to the right side. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's got it. That's a layup for it, but touchdown. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
You're good on the point after. And the Packers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's got time here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw reeled in by the Gotw. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to get it to Moore. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Here comes the final play of our first half. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
A 44-yard attempt.
Up and good from Joseph. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returnable from the 2. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 16. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw, here's Love. That one's caught along the left sideline. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Love from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Loves to throw again. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Love on third and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun now for Love. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he got this close to midfield before going out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Offense in the hurry up here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Thrown on first down, Love. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they take this in for the score. The Packers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now McCarthy. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. McCarthy looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And he'll move the chains on that play. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run here with Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's on the move, and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the fourth. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Complete to Tremble. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Love looking to pass. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance. I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Searches from... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Pass is caught at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. He's off to the races. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And the Packers have some new life in the 4th.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that
and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He's going to field this at the 2. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Jones trying the left side. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field. Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love out of the shotgun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back, rolling, touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Vikings 47, Packers 32.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick six. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here's second and 2. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Loves to throw again. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home.